Okay, this may be one of the shortest videos I'm gonna do. So we've got this rare planetary alignment with all but all planet Earth lining up so that it's visible from the night sky in a nice, neat string, like a pearl necklace, happening today. Well, you can see it from the United States today. So on this day, also, Zelensky is coming to the United States to sign a mineral deal with Trump, which is always a bad idea. But again, people make the best choices that they know how with what's available to them. So they may not have better options at this point, given their choices that they see available to them, which is why this is happening. But it is happening today. Also, the Tate brothers, the human traffickers and the rapists, who went to Romania to run their operation of exploiting and taking advantage of women and young girls. Because it's always good to do that, in poor countries with your American money. Anyway, they've been released back to the United States at the mysterious request of somebody in the United States government whose name is not being revealed. I wonder who that was. And this is, just a whole lot of, we knew because they're panicking, right? We knew there was going to be a whole lot of ugly and stupid along the way before things got sorted out again. So a couple things. One, no one's coming to save us. So all y'all watching these things, because even I'm doing it, looking for some hint or suggestion in these planetary alignments that like space aliens are going to come down and save us from ourselves. It's not going to happen. This is an inside job. We have to do this for ourselves. But I will say that after giving it a lot of thought, it occurred to me that there are ways to manage this energy so that we get our best benefit out of it. So the first thing is with the Zelensky U.S. or Trump deal with minerals. Unless this deal is literally done with the highest levels of integrity, it's going to fall apart within a couple weeks, couple months. It literally will not last that long, and it's worth the toilet paper the signatures are signed on. But for those of us who are not Trump fans and the administration fans, we already knew that. But it's there in the stars as well. Now the repercussions from acting with less than stellar integrity are huge. So this may end up a bigger mess for us than the Ukraine is currently in. That's putting them in a position to even need to sign such an awful agreement. So let's keep an eye on that. And keep putting pressure on your senators. Even if you're not a Republican, call your Republican congressmen and senators and keep putting the heat on them. They're literally avoiding town halls and dealing with us or anything because they don't feel like we're smart enough to matter, and they feel like they're in a safe position. They're in their own little isolated DC bubble, so we can't touch them. Never mind, they got to come home sometime. So you keep calling them, putting pressure on them, because if you don't, they're going to do what they're wanting to do anyway, which is as little as possible, except line your pockets. As far as everything else today, it's going to be a sad, tough day for everybody across the board. It's just that kind of like inner introspective energy, because Pisces is very much about the inner world, not the outer world. And Pisces is always a little bit melancholy because Pisces, one foot here, the other foot in the divine world. So being here is a little bit of a disappointment. And if you've ever known a Pisces, you know that they're wildly sensitive and more deeply affected by this stuff. So I wouldn't expect giant, paper confetti parades or balloons today, but certainly a real feeling and desire to go inward. So we're going to use this energy today in ways that will amplify what it's good for, and that is this. Take 5 minutes out at some point today and get really quiet. Find your still point inside yourself and wish for the hearts of your enemies to be opened. And if you can't find it within yourself to do that much, and forgiveness is not an option, at least focus on dissolving the hardness, that is creating the ignorance and stupidity around us, right? So focus on sending that out into the universe. More than wishes for ourselves, this is a very important time to send out spiritual wishes for everyone else around us to help elevate everyone. And if you have time at some point at various times today, do acts of goodness and kindness and charity just because you can. That is how you get the magic and the miracles out of this particular lineup today. And it'll come back to you, just like, the wrongdoing will come back to you as well. So that's it. Take a deep breath. Use this day to go inward, find your still point, and pray or visualize or manifest the opening of the hearts of your enemies so that they may see clearly the errors of their ways. All right, you guys. Bye.